simple. He wants to keep things the same. So as you can see in the team sheet there, it is business as usual for Stars. Ongos FC is not a team to be underestimated. They are fifth in the league right now. African Stars are actually second. UNAM FC won a big game yesterday, 5-1 versus Okakarara Young Warriors. So with this first 11 of Stars, it is obviously some players are coming into the team, and we will see rotation throughout the game. We will, because it's a double header. It's hot conditions, beautiful conditions, but a little bit hot here in Windhoek City. So it's one game that is one to watch.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think also considering the fact that they did just already, win their first game against Young African. This is a bit of a more stronger team compared to Young African FC Ongos. So I mean, like you say, they are fifth in the league. So that would be a bit of a challenge for for African Stars. So I mean, I also sort of maybe anticipate they will be given a run for their money today.
Yeah, there's a few players that we have to watch out for in the Ongos FC. And remember, for people that have been watching Premiership football for a while, obviously this is a Debmarine Premiership, but this is Tura Magic. So Larry, the number 6 for Ongos FC, is a legend of Namibian football. We have Gome, the number 10, a big strong man in the middle of the park. So those two are just some of the players that we're going to have to watch out for during this game. And Coach Kofi will have to watch out. He's going to have to rotate his team just like yesterday. Owen Damasep came on and had great energy in the middle of the park. And you could see how Captain Stiga appreciated his work after Maharero went off early in the first half. But those are the changes that we could see in the Stars team. But again, Ongos also had another game on Friday. Today, Sunday, Friday, they had a game versus Orlando Pirates, which they actually unfortunately lost. So it's interesting how this Ongos FC, Orlando Pirates, African Stars, Young African even, how these 4 teams have played each other all in the first 2 rounds. And it closes off today on Sunday, African Stars versus Ongos FC.
Ongos FC. And I guess now there's a point where we sort of want to figure out what your predictions look like.
Oof. Now this is going to be a hard one. I did predict a 1-0 win for African Stars yesterday against Young African. Today, I'm not going to say what we talked about earlier.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I'm going to have it as a draw. Now, I can't say how much that draw is going to be, but remember last season, the first game of last season, African Stars versus Ongos FC, it ended up in a 1-1 draw.
Right.
The next game, obviously, Stars won 3-1. But for this game, I think I'll go with a 2-2 draw. And all the goals are going to happen in the first half.
So I see you anticipating a lot of action today.
Yes.
I really want to see how that's going to play out, especially because this is what makes the second half, the halftime discussion really interesting. Because I always want to see what are you going to do now when it comes to analysis, or what do you think the coaches are going to do after that? But I mean, we'll in a few minutes go down and see or have a chat with the team medics, just to see the condition of the players before the game starts. But in the meantime. Moving forward, as far as Ongos FC's position right now, what does a loss mean for them? What does a win mean for Ongos FC against African Stars?
Well, it's a big win. It's going to be a big win. It's going to make all of the newspapers on Monday morning.
Okay.
Stars don't want that. Stars know that they have a soon away game versus Blue Waters, who they want to avenge their only loss of last season.
Right.
So they don't want to suffer a loss against Ongos FC. But a win for Ongos FC, look, they're 5th in the log right now. And it is, we have UNAM on top. We have Stars 2nd. We have the new promoted team, Nampo, Comas Nampo at 3rd. Blue Waters at 4th. And then Ongos FC at 5th. So Ongos FC might top the table with this win, especially taking 3 points away from Stars themselves, who sit at 2nd. So big stakes here today,
right?
For both teams, and I can't wait for you guys to see this, and,
to see,
and for me to also. What am I saying?
As a matter of fact, I think at this one point I can see you're almost a little not so sure what could happen today. I mean, really anything can
I say
happen, and
it's a
also,
draw.
I mean, it's within me to believe that we will win. That's just where we're at.
Yep.
But I'll let the players decide for us today on the team. Just before we head over to the team medic, I just wanted to remind all the viewers that we are streaming live on Facebook for our pre-match discussion, and we will also be streaming live on oneafrica.tv. However, the football match will only be streaming on oneafrica.tv. So if you would like to watch the match live, you can go on to oneafrica.tv. It will be streaming there. In the meantime, please do keep your comments coming. Please do remember you comment with your name and your surname, and you have to also like the page in order for you to be able to enter the draw. During this has to happen in the first half of the soccer match, so that halftime we're able to spin the wheel and then select our lucky winner. You are going to win a season ticket sponsored by TV to Namibia, which I think is very exciting. So please make sure you head over to our Facebook African Stars Soccer fan page and do what you have to do. I think now we have the opportunity to go down to the medics and see exactly how the soccer players are doing. So over down to the team medics.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hagi Geingob Stadium, where we are here for another Marine Premier League match between African Stars and FC Ongos. With me here is the team medic for African Stars, Mr. Eddie Karamata. How are you, sir?
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, I'm fine. What is the state of the team's health? Are there any injuries to report on?
Yes, currently we have Uda and Charles Hambira, but they're getting there. We almost we getting to the point that we're going to join the team. I think the next match, and but with time I will inform you about what's the way forward.
Okay. Um, how is the pitch, and should we expect any injuries that are pitch related today?
Currently, it seems to me the players are used to the pitch right now. Maybe the weather is really hot here outside here, but I think they will manage.
Okay. As you alluded to earlier with Ambira, when can we actually expect them back?
I'm not quite sure, but I believe they will be with us the next match.
Okay, so we can expect them to be traveling to Hawfish Bay in the coming week.
Yeah, just as I told you before that I can only alert you by Wednesday or so. I would notify what's going to happen, whether they're going to join us or not.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. That was the team medic, Mr. Eddie Karamata. Back to you, Penny.
Thank you.
That was David with our team medic, just giving us a brief overview of how our players are doing. Now, I mean, we are about to start the match soon, but before we get into it, I think I just wanted us to break down a bit more, get a bit deeper into African Stars versus Ongos FC. But also maybe before we do that, I just maybe wanted to also go back to yesterday's match. I mean, these boys are in a double-header weekend, and based on their performance yesterday, seeing as how we did discuss how we felt that African Stars was playing a young African game and how they sort of, were going with that wave. Do you see the same behavior from the boys happening today by any chance?
I think yesterday was kind of a warning. The first 45 minutes was kind of a warning to Coach Kofi to say, guys, the pre-match discussion has to be more sturdy.
Okay.
We cannot allow the other team, whichever team it is, to play their game in the first 45 minutes, because Young African had more of the opportunities in that, and imagine if they had scored. So now it's a team coming back, a championship team coming back.
Right.
It's not a good look. It's not a game plan that Coach Kofi wants. So the first 45 minutes will be important for Stars. I'm looking for a few changes. I think Jackson Johannes will have a key to play here. I think Damasep obviously proved himself yesterday.
Today, right.
We have to see with Mahalero how he's actually doing with that little knock that he received yesterday. Juja Aduo obviously, had a little bit of a lackluster game against Young African. So Juja, you know, is going to be prominent in this one as well. So those changes are key for a double header.
Right.
You cannot, how conditioned you are. This is Vintuk Sun. And Vintuk Sun demands water and it demands legs
Right.
and it demands rotation.
Right.
So Stars have that rotation
Sure.
in depth of their team. So Ongos FC is going to get and remember Ongos FC lost against Orlando Pirates.
Pirates. Right.
So
That's what makes it very interesting.
what makes it very interesting. So I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. The start of the game because
Right.
it's going to be very interesting.
But I mean, even with that said, I feel like Ongos FC is definitely sort of in a position to want this win more because of their current position. I feel like the stakes are much higher for Ongos FC. So I'd like to see that trickle into their play today and even into their strategy. So I think we've already been in agreement that, African Stars has a really strong foundation and even in their strategies, they don't really let anything slip by them. And if Ongos FC can sort of penetrate that and find those, loose spots, you would know better than this. I mean,
There's a little bit of a concern with the display or the performance of Martin yesterday.
Right.
His positional play was excellent, but him on the ball was a little bit on and off yesterday. Nothing happened. Nothing. Young African didn't take advantage of these things, but. Players like Gome, players like Larry in this Ongos FC team
Right.
might see that and say, hey, we could maybe, look at the centre-back positioning between Garuka and Martin and maybe see something there. I'm sure Ongos FC representatives were watching the game yesterday
Right.
on OneAfrica.tv or One Africa or here in the stadium itself. So they've calculated African Stars,
Yes.
and we might see those calculations.
And then I think that's a very strong point that you make there because they did have a chance to sort of analyze exactly where they're at and how they're playing and sort of just go back to the drawing board and see how they can figure that out. I think with regards to Ongos FC's preparations concerned, we definitely want to see what the coach will do with the boys. And I mean, in their rotation, I think that also they would have to. I'm only just saying this because if African Stars does a great rotation and they get it right, then Ongos FC would have to technically, counter that. How would that work?
It's going to be tricky if they've prepared for certain players a certain lineup. Then they get a different lineup. They get different personnel on the pitch. Then Ongos FC are going to have to make changes.
Right.
Now, obviously, they're not going to make changes in the first 45 minutes, but they are going to have to trust their first 11
Right.
to get it done in the first
45
45
minutes.
And that's why I believe the first 45 minutes of this game,
Or
you have to tune in live.
Yes.
Please tell your friends and football friends and family to tune in live for the first 45 minutes because I believe it will be the most important minutes of the game between these two teams.
and I think I think that's also really what will set the tone for the rest of the match. And I think, with that said, I will maybe then lean onto a draw with you in that regard. But then again, I will hold and wait for I'll wait for the players to sort of decide.
Yeah. And just with these highlights again, Kambatu there, one player to watch. The combination between him and Willie Stefanos. The second goal is almost similar. Not really, but that was the second goal of yesterday's game against Young African. Kambatu just running almost the full length of the pitch. He had the option of Juja to his right. Juja was there even asking for the ball, as you can see. But Kambatu was clever with his body language to say, hey, I might be playing this pass or this pass. He went to his partner in crime, Willie Stefanos, and Stefanos just had to make a one-time shot. No touches needed. And that was the second goal of that game. So it's these two guys are really putting on a show that could make front page newspaper clippings. Why are they always assisting each other and scoring? Willie Stefanos has 4 goals so far in the season. Kambatu has 4 assists. Juja has a goal as well, and Lungu has an assist as well. But these two players, Willie Stefanos and Kambatu, I even saw them after the game. talking to each other just after the game, saying goodbye personally to each other. I think they have, and even looking at the second goal, Kwesi was very instrumental in that goal. He calmed himself, made the pass to Kambatu. Kambatu made the simple pass to Willie Stefanis. And Stefanis, I don't even know how he found the net through how many young African Stars players there. He did it.
Beautiful
As you can see,
performance.
the bounce of the ball there was unfortunate for the defender. Kwesi had an opportunity to shoot. He is left-footed. He said no. He said, let me pass it. Kambatu said, okay, Stefanis is ready for a one-time shot. Let me pass it to him. And it went through right in the near post. And that, again, an assist by and a goal by these two men. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I think also with regards to now how Ongos FC's defense is going to be able to counter Willie and Kambatu. So I think if they're able to sort of decipher how to break that connection between the two of them, then I think Ongos FC will have a chance. But I do know for a fact that Willie and Kambatu are not. They're very skillful in surprises. You never really see it coming, especially with how fast Willie is always able to receive and deliver. How do you see Ongos faring against their combination?
What it looks like from the look at these team sheets, it looks like Ongos FC are playing with a back five. It will be interesting to actually find out how they lined up versus Orlando Pirates in their loss on Friday. But it looks like they're standing with the back five right now with Larry and Stanley and Tumu at the back within the back five, with Gome and Wangu, number 7 and number 10 in the midfield. With Solomon looking like the lone attacking real front forward striker. So a back five against African Stars, interesting. It's not ambitious, it's cautious.
Right.
But Larry is one to watch. And Larry always decides to go forward when he can.
Okay.
And if he's allowed to do so, then there's going to be a problem, because he just needs a 1-2 combination with one other player, and he could make the byline. He could make the byline of Desiru's line, make that cross, and then it could be an interesting attacking play for Ongos FC. So those are the things that Ongos FC are going to have to do. But like we said, class will stand out.
100%.
Should stand out for African Stars. And we mentioned those two players' names. I can't be saying those guys' the names all the time. Yeah.
But I mean, it's difficult if they're not making it easy for us to not say their names all the time. I mean, their performance is absolutely exceptional.
We're talking about Willie Stefanis and Kambatu.
We're talking about Willie Stefanis and Kambatu. But I also do want to say, I wanted to sort of also get into Lungu a little bit, and so just see, because I know we did speak about how he's also one to look out for, and he could also be a potential, game changer, So I just maybe want to see how do you feel he could fare into the strategy of African Stars today.
I like it. There's an attacking prowess through Lungu on the left. He's a left back,
Right.
but he darts through the line so well, and Kabatu's on the right. So it's a 1-2 hit combination for African Stars, and it's really one to see.
No, and I think also that allows us to see more of what Lungu can bring to the table, and as far as his positioning and
Sharp
his
left foot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, with this whole Premier League happening, African Stars is trying to definitely get on top, but how do you see that happening, considering that there are these bumps like Ongos FC? It's like, considering that they did lose to Orlando Pirates, how do you see that working out?
Well,
or maybe let me stop you. Excuse me.
Got
I
you.
think let's first go into a commercial break. When we come back, I'll let you decipher that for us. All right.
Got you.
Quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
High Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 061307728 or visit our website at www.hey.com.na.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guys at the dugout. We'll go straight back to Studio Penny. Then you introduce that the guys are coming out.
Our Facebook viewers, do not forget to tune into oneafrica.tv if you would like to watch the live game online. But also do not forget to please continue adding your names and surnames to our live streaming post that is posted on African Stars soccer fan page. It's the African Stars soccer fan page, not the football page. So please head on over there. Remember to like the page and add your name and your surname, and you could win a season ticket to all the matches. Sponsored by TV to Namibia and to all African Stars home matches. That's correct. To all your African Stars home matches. And I think it's especially because we're talking about the Deb Marine Premier League. It's already been a very hot event. It's a very hot affair. These boys are really all out trying to be number one. I mean, with UNAM's performance, there will be obviously a time where African Stars will face off the current leading team.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's just get back into what we're discussing here with basically what you were trying to unpack.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Well, firstly, UNAM, great win yesterday, 5-1 against Okarara Young Warriors. Civics won 3-2 versus Young Brazilians. Okanja United won 2-1 versus Blue Waters. So teams are fighting. Teams
Yeah.
are fighting. But today, as you can see, the players coming out. I love that African Stars kid. As you can see, the players coming out. This is one that is going to be hot. Yesterday, there were no yellow cards throughout the game. We saw a very bad sportsmanship moment that might be in the newspapers on Monday, but today there are going to be tackles flying. Obviously, we do not want to condone any tackles or injuries on any players, but the referee will be looked at today to say, can you keep your cards in your pocket? And I think the answer is going to be no. So this is going to be my prediction. It's going to be a 2-2 draw. But for the sake of my allegiance, I will say 3 points to African Stars.
Okay. And I think then if we're trying to say that we're about to look at 5 goals in post, then we're definitely expecting a very, very hot
Yes.
game today.
Yes.
But I mean, with the players coming out now and preparing for the match, you can also just definitely see that the boys are ready, and they're full of energy. And I think we definitely want to see how you are going to lead us through this game today, and you knowing exactly what Ongos FC can do, and what our African Stars already do. I guess we're waiting for. We just want to hear what you have to say.
And it's good to see that Damasep is starting today's game. Of course, that energy. He had a little bit of a knock, which is fine. The medical team obviously confirmed that he's fine to go. But Damasep is starting. Maharedo is still going to be on the bench. But those are the changes. Those are the personnel, the depth of the team. We might see it throughout this game. Few changes for both teams. That's what I'm really looking forward to. And I hope everybody watching live, you are looking forward to a very, very interesting game here.
Again, you can always go on to oneafrica.tv and watch this game live with us. We are live at the Hage Geingob Stadium. We are watching African Stars versus Ongos FC. It is the Deb Marine Premier League, and my name is Penny Helo. I am your host, joined by Emmanuel Nkara, our lead commentator. The game is about to start, and we are seeing the players prepare as the referees go onto the field to make the exchange and start off the game. We can see everyone's in high spirits. The players look really healthy, and our lead commentator is about to get himself sorted so he can lead us to today's match.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hage Geingob Stadium, live in Windhoek City for African Stars versus Ongos FC, formerly known as Tura Magic. My name is Emmanuel Nkara. I'll be your commentator for this very important game. I'll be joined by Penny in and out of the commentary today. And of course, this game is an important one for both teams. Just want to make sure that all viewers on Facebook, please go to oneafrica.tv. Thank you for joining us on Facebook. Please join us on oneafrica.tv. The links are on the page, so just click the link to oneafrica.tv so you can watch this game as we kick off. Ongos FC losing, very interestingly, to Orlando Pirates on Friday. That was 2-1 to Pirates. Pinar and Stanley getting the 2 goals for Pirates. But Ongos FC did have their first win in their first game of the season versus Young African. And as Juja tries to put the ball back into the fray, a few changes, of course, to the starting lineup for African Stars. Of course, this is a double header, as the Red Army is here to support their team, gunning for another 3 points. It is important, as UNAM have shown their strength with a 5-1 win. Of course, Edmund Kamatuka has moved on to UNAM FC. He did not score yesterday, but I'm sure he had an assist or 2. And African Stars sitting second in the log with Ongos FC at 5th. And of course, a few changes to that starting lineup for Stars. Damasep keeping his position after a small knock from Maharero. Damasep really gave some energy in yesterday's game. Was really one that Coach Kofi enjoyed. As the tackles are going to be flying in today, it will be interesting to see how many cards are kept into the referee's pocket. Just there. Javera working hard. I have a nickname for him. I call him Slow Poison. I don't think he knows that I'm calling him that, but I think it will be fine. As Martin is the talisman there at the back for African Stars. Here's Stanley. There's a tackle on Nicodemus, but the referee has deemed it on to play on. He's bringing it back for the foul. And Stanley here, the left back, just giving it back to his compatriot. Here's Kwesi, who had a very good game yesterday, very composed. Juja almost trying to find Stefanos. And looking at the bench for African Stars, a little unfortunate moment of real unsportsmanship behavior from Young African yesterday, where a player kicked the ball very hard into the dugout of African Stars. He was trying to say he cleared the ball, but it hit one of the African Stars bench players right in the side of the head. It really looked concerning. really unsportsmanlike. But the player, after some medical help, was all thumbs up. Here's Juja. That's a very good turn. Trying to get past Gome. Garuka. Garuka just trying to calculate here. He's always going to look for his captain. Juja standing strong. That is really the play of Juja, getting involved as a striker. Likes to come in deep, more like Harry Kane, getting involved, making assists. He has a goal so far in this league season. Martin there just overhitting his hit. And there you can see Maharero on sitting down. He seems to have his left knee wrapped up. He started yesterday's game against Young African, but came off for this man, Damasep, who has the energy and the real fight. Kambatu just there with a very wayward pass. But again, Damasep coming with his youthful exuberance. And it has earned him a starting position. There he is again, Damasep, with the pressure. That is real pressure to watch. Beautiful touch there from the 15, Ilago. But Stars have retained the ball. Stefanos. Stanley. Apologies, that's Cleopas. And the ball does find now Nicodemus. He's trying to test the waters here versus Martin, and Martin very cleverly and very angrily stops his man. Here's Haikali, Nicodemus Haikali trying to figure out Martin. But you know Martin, ladies and gentlemen, he's a tough customer. But it is a free kick here in a dangerous area for Ongos FC. And the cross could come in from... Yeah, and it's almost a very good opportunity. A very good opportunity. And there it is, a cross coming in from Javera Stanley, just missing the hands of Disiro. He will be very disappointed with that. And the goal has been confirmed. Chingi, the number 23, at the back post. A dangerous free kick in a dangerous area, and my goodness, as you can see in the replay, fingertips away from Disiro. I think he might have even thought that he had it. And all smiles for this Ongos FC team. They're licking their lips as it is 1-0 to the away team. And these are the moments that champions are made out of. How can you come back? This is what all the viewers wanted to see in this African Stars team. How will they respond when they are behind? And Willie Stefanos wants to respond with a left foot shot from outside the box. Now he has something to fight for. But very interesting in the first 10 minutes of this game. I did predict that it would be all action in the first 45 minutes. Chingi, the number 23, with the goal for Ongos FC. And at this time, I just want to welcome my co-commentator, who is catching her breath. And everybody is catching their breath because African Stars has conceded.
They have, Eames. And I guess they just caught now as I was on my way up here. It is such a marathon to get up here, but 1-0. Eames, what do you make of that?
The free kick was almost a free kick of nothing. It was an advanced area, but Stars kind of thought that we had this covered, and the punch, or the attempted punch from Desiro kind of looked like he had it. Another cross coming in. And Martin, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Very unfortunate, an own goal from Martin. The cross came in, and as I was trying to explain the first goal, a second goal coming in, Martin, the ball bobbled awkwardly for the tall man. It hit his right knee and bounced into the net.
Well, that is very unfortunate. I think his idea was to kind of deflect the ball to Desiro, but it just did not work.
Emilio Martin now has 2 own goals, unfortunately, for the season. That is not a tally that he wants to keep in his pocket. Emilio Martin, the number 4 for African Stars, 2 own goals. And I did say in the pre-match build-up that yesterday, Martin did have some interesting moments. I did not think that it would carry on into this game. But now he has an own goal, and Ongos FC are leading by 2-0, and my goodness, another corner.
There is just a lot happening in this game. But anyway, before we continue, let me introduce myself, Eames.
Yes.
This is Benji Hongakashemo, your co-host for this game of African Stars versus Ongos. And African Stars are trailing behind by 2. And we just saw that silly mistake now that...
Martin.
Okay, what's a...
Very, very interesting. Another cross just coming in there that, oh my goodness, wonderful skill there from Gome. Almost breaking one of the legs of the African Stars player. Gome again with a hard tackle. Stefanos stamping maybe the player number 2, Tumu. But Gome is still continuing, finding Haikali. Haikali, he wanted to do that la flip-flap.
It almost looked like we are relaxed. What is going on, Eames?
It's very interesting. We knew Ongos FC are sitting 5th in the log table right now, and Coach Kofi, with his hands crossed, with his hands up now, is really, really interested in how this game is going, because it's a calamity.
Yeah. Wait, is this the team that was... Did they change names?
Formerly known as Tura Magic, yes.
It was okay. So it's not really like a new team that just came on the pitch, but you can definitely see that they are hungry for a win this afternoon here at the Hage Geingob Stadium.
Yes, indeed. New marketing, new away kits, new home kits for Ongos FC. Very interesting as they are on Instagram and other social media platforms. They're doing well with their marketing, and it seems to me that they're doing well with their football as well, as they are beating the current Debmarine Premiership champions 2-0 in the first 15 minutes.
Eames, interesting. Who is their coach?
And the coach, Ephraim Chihonge, is really one that is licking his lips. The whole bench is licking his lips, or licking their lips, at this great scoreline that they have in the first half. I did predict a 2-2 draw, but I did say the first 45 minutes are going to be very important, and Coach Ephraim, as you can see in the picture right now, maybe talking to his first assistant, Bongu. They're trying to calculate more and more of this African Stars team. And Lungu, my goodness, losing the ball there uncharacteristically. And here's Haikali. Haikali with the shot. Well wide. And Desiru now with real urgency taking his goal kick quickly, trying to find Stefanos, but safe in the hands of Bazuvara.
Oh, Badovara is now in Ongos. Okay, this is the former African Stars goalkeeper who is now the goalkeeper for Ongos. All right, I see. But I don't know if I heard that was Coach Manetti joining Ongos as well, or. But I don't see him on the. Those were probably the rumors again in the football world.
True. He's not on the team sheets here, but maybe sitting back as a advisor to Ongos FC, and he would advise them right now to maybe push on for more goals.
Yeah.
Because Stars will come with their attack sooner or later. It's only been 15 minutes in this game. A goal by Tingi, the number 23, and an own goal from Emilio Martin.
Ims, just from yesterday's game to today, what difference are you seeing this afternoon?
Well, of course, it's a double header, so there had to be certain rotations. The only player coming in to the pitch was Owen Damasep, the midfielder. He has great energy, great pressure he creates for his opposing team. He is on the ball right now. He came on for Maharero, who had a little bit of a knock in the first 10 minutes of yesterday's game. So those are the only changes. But Stars really have to now play with their combination play. Juja as well, coming in for a duo. See Damasep there really trying to create pressure. Here's Simon. Great tackle there from Lungo. It needed to happen. Otherwise, it was another breakaway for Ongos FC.
Do you think our players are, not just for African Stars, but just the Namibian players here in this Dep Marine Premier Football League, are they conditioned enough to be playing double games in one weekend?
Well, Windhoek is a hot city, and as we can see, the conditions in Europe and such are heating up. We all know in Africa we are going to have a very hot summer. So that's why in this double header it was a needed rotation for African Stars, all the teams involved in this double header weekend for the Dip Marine Premiership. Stefanos trying to calculate something, trying to make some magic.
Nice.
Stiga, beautiful pirouette there.
Legend.
Kwesi, offside. Very animated there from Kwesi. And just another shot of the Ongos FC bench. If you look at each of their faces, they are happy.
They are happy. No, I was going to say they are very much relaxed. I would want to see just a contrast with the African Stars bench at the moment.
Maybe we'll get a shot of the African Stars bench soon enough, but definitely there will be a contrast because 2 goals early in the first half is not what Coach Kofi wants, as the ball is trying to find Kwesi. Can he keep it in? He cannot. And at this time, I just want to assure everyone that please, during this first half, comment on the live post on Facebook we will have a spin the wheel competition at halftime where you can win a season ticket. As you can see in our picture here, go to the African Stars Soccer Club page on Facebook, like the page, comment your name and surname on that post of this African Stars versus Ongos FC game. And during halftime, we will spin the wheel and you could win a season ticket for all the home games of African Stars. The ball comes into the box, and this is the type of play that we kind of saw in the first half against Young African yesterday. African Stars know that they are strong on the wings with Lungu and Kabatu, but it's these balls trying to find Juja and Aduo that are not working for Stars.
No, at the moment they are really not working. And yes, IMSA, I agree that our strong play is really from the wing inside. So I think we can really try to capitalize on that because we have not seen that at the moment.
And these are the types of decisions Coach Kofi will have to make to tell his team that maybe changes will have to reign free with Stefanos kicking, and he was caught there when he was attempting that shot. He's talking to the referee right now. You can't see it in our picture, but he was caught when he was attempting that shot. But it is a corner. And Stefanos is still talking to the referee, but the referee has stood his ground to award the corner.
Yeah, that's the things with this type of games. When the referee blows that whistle, there's really not much. There's a.
Number 2.
Is there going to be a retake?
It is going to be a retake. It seems like the Ongos FC players are bickering amongst themselves. They shouldn't be doing that. They are 2-0 ahead. But another corner will come in here. 2 men on the post for Ongos FC. Stefanos is on the ground. Very interesting.
No, that's not Stefanos.
That's not Stefanos, that's Garuka. The ball comes in. Safe in the hands of Bazuvara. Now Bazu... My goodness. Just a little bit of a niggle there. As you can see in the replay. Garuka just falling down, making things interesting for the Ongos FC defense. And my goodness, 2 players here unfortunately have collided.
Ooh,
2 players here have unfortunately collided. Bazuvara did a large goal kick, and it was one that Disuru came for.
Ooh.
And
He went under this
that
row.
was Elago Simon, the number 15 for Ongos FC, colliding with Desiro. And I really hope both players are okay. Medical teams were quick, very quick on the scene. That's Elago Simon. And as you can see from the replay, the backlash between both teams. Lungu there talking to Solomon,
Okay,
the
but
number 11.
Yeah, no, the player is back up from Ongos. You can't see right now because of this replay happening, but he's up on his 2 feet and they're currently attending to
Desiro
him.
is still on the ground, which Coach Kofi, everybody in the stadium, the Red Army, do not want to see. This is just a replay of the corner that happened. You can see there a push on Garuka. That's not allowed.
Yeah.
That's
How
not
did-
allowed.
How did the ref let that go?
And I'm sure Garuka there was putting his hands to the referee to say, is that push allowed? And the resulting goal kick
Led to this.
led to this colliding of these 2 players. Elago Simon, the number 15 for Ongos FC, and Disiro. This is very concerning, but he is moving. He's moving his feet. He's moving his feet, and we just really, really hope that all is well. As you can see in the replay, the kickoff was long and true. And oh my goodness,
Ooh,
it's just
it's probably his arm, hey? He looks like he landed on his arm.
both players there really. We'll just try and see which. Isuru's, both his arms, his hands really landing.
Yeah, yeah.
Luckily, Elago Simon landed awkwardly on the back of his head, but he's fine. You can see him now in this picture, and we can confirm that Desiro is standing and walking. But my goodness, everything is happening in this first 45 with Kwezi now
Here we go.
trying to march, but a goal
Okay.
kick.
Well, what I can pick up now from Ongos is that they definitely came in with a tough mentality to just be physical. You can see that our boys are just out here falling.
Very interesting scenes here
yeah.
at the Hage Geingob Stadium. Please share with your football friends and family. We are live on oneafrica.tv for this interesting game versus African Stars and Ongos FC, formerly known as Tura Magic. 2 goals already. It was the first goal, the number 23 Tingi scoring at the back post. It was a free kick. And unfortunately, an own goal, another own goal from Martin, the number 4 for African Stars. He has 2 own goals now this season. Emilio Martin, who is on the ball right now. Stefanos. Javera with the throw in. Kambatu. Hard tackle there on Kambatu. But away come Ongos FC with Haikali. Haikali is a tricky man as he tries to beat Javera, and 2 Ongos players are on the floor. Haikali is one of them. And there seems to be another Ongos player on the floor, but Haikali, as you can see in our picture, trying to beat Javera, but Slow Poison Javera will not allow that to happen.
Yeah.
We're just trying to confirm this. Another Ongos FC player on the floor here receiving treatment.
Looks like number 21. Mike
That
Popo.
is, I believe, Elago Simon, number 15.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, it's 15.
Now, Elago Simon has now been in 2 crunching tackles. He seems to be a tough man, a tough character, this number 15. He's trying to come back into the game as Stanley Javera is going to take this free kick. He has the assist for the first goal. Let's see if he can get another from his team. Headed out from Emilio Martin. Lungu. Kwezi. Lungu. Tamasep. Kwezi. What can Captain Stiga do for his team now? Can he rally his troops? Emilio Martin. Martin now with pressure from Simon.
Eames, why do you think there's a substitute that can come up to just kind of change the game here and maybe try and get a goal before this half is over?
It's going to be interesting. Coach Kofi will have to take his team into halftime. They don't want to concede again. That was beautiful play there from the number 7 Cleopas Usep Gome. Miscontrol there from Gome. Juja, always beautiful on the ball. Kambatu, Kambatu losing it. Here's Haikali. Very tricky. Two more. And there is the head coach tactically preparing his team to save these 2 goals as they are ahead to the Dipmarine champions, African Stars. Gome and out from Kwezi. With 30 minutes to go, we do want to remind all the viewers, please, as another attack does mount for African Stars with a corner or a throw-in coming, please follow the African Stars Soccer Club page on Facebook, like the post of African Stars and Ongos FC, comment your name and surname, and you can stand a chance to win a season ticket sponsored by TV2 Namibia. The Spin the Wheel challenge or the Spin the Wheel competition will happen at halftime. So make sure you comment your name and surname on that first post on the African Stars Soccer Club Facebook page. And you can win a season ticket for all the home games for African Stars. As a free kick comes in, Stars really need a goal before.
Yeah, just to stay in the game, but
Before
I feel
halftime
like
comes.
Eames, the defense of Ongos is really doing a good job.
Here's Lungu with the cross in there, finding.
Yeah, those are easy catches from Baguvara. So we really need to have a good shot on target.
That was
to
a
get
good
us-
header there
to
from
get a goal.
Emilio Martin, trying to redeem himself. And there is a player on the floor. We'll confirm his identity now, his name and number. And it just came after a chance, a headed chance from Emilio Martin in an attacking fray. He maybe wants to redeem himself, and the stretcher has been brought out, but it seems the number 3, Stanley Javera, is okay to continue.
Yeah, he's walking off right now. So
He has
good
an
to
ice
see.
pack in his hand. I think he's putting it at his nether regions. Might just be winded a little bit.
But yeah,
But the rest of the league would be looking at this, especially UNAM FC that are on top of the league as it stands. African Stars are second. Both teams have 6 points. Komas Nampol is the other team that has 6 points as well. Blue Waters, number 4, and Ongos FC in 5th. So all of those teams will be looking at this game and really clapping their hands in surprise.
where is
Handball.
Coach Bakera? Why is he not part of the team list? Well, at least I've not seen him on the bench.
He's probably still around, definitely making calls to his coaching staff there. As the ball comes in again, these long balls from Stars are just not going to work. They need to thread passes
Oh,
through the
dear.
wing.
Whoa,
with
well
Lago
done.
Simon trying to beat Martin, but Martin doing well.
He's let's
Martin
go.
finding Stefanis. I believe that's offside. Yes, that was offside. But you can see Emilio Martin now really has to put on a show after a little bit of a lackluster performance yesterday and an own goal today. with another own goal against an unfortunate own goal. He never meant for that own goal against Orlando Pirates. He was actually trying to save the goal
Yeah.
from the ball from going in the back of the net. So you can't actually give that as an own goal, but statistically it is there. But he's really pushing now the ascendancy of Emilio Martin.
I'm sure the fans, as I am, are on the edge of their seats, just wondering how this game will turn out. But definitely, African stars have to do something special.
Abatu with a
Let's-
chance. Just needed a little flick on there.
Yes.
But of
There will-
course, as you said, Benji,
There's, come on now, like.
this is box office. This is what the Dip Marine Premiership is all about. This is box office football.
We really have to be a bit more strong and just come strong to the ball as what we are doing at the moment.
Javera with the throw in, trying to take it long, but Kambatu really needs to stand strong in those challenges. Can't be muscled off so easily. And you can see the urgency in Emilio Martin. He wants to get the score line back to normal. Javera losing the ball to Haikali. Haikali is a tricky customer.
There is definitely a need for urgency for the African Stars Samba boys. Currently, it looks like Ongos is controlling the pace of the game, is controlling this game.
But here comes Kambatu again, falling down. Kwesi with a shot. Yes!
Yes, Kwesi!
And there you have it, the goal that was needed for African Stars. Angelo Tangeni Kwesi scoring, opening up his account for the season. He had a good game yesterday, and now he puts himself in
Yes.
the record book with his first goal of the season. Kwesi,
A beautiful, 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 beautiful score by Kwesi. There was such a needed goal.
and I
One,
did say
two.
that in this first 45 minutes, there would be an action-packed game. Kambatu here, as you can see in the
Ongos
replay,
trying again, but
just trying to dribble. He lost the ball, but Kwesi picked it up and did the right thing outside of the box.
Ooh.
A shot. We will have a better replay of that soon enough. But that ball did go in. He went to go get the ball, demanding the ball. That's what you want. Let's get this game back into the fray, as you can see from the replay there. Beautiful shot there
there
from
was a
Kwesi.
beautiful. And you know, it looks like he wanted to run for the celebration, but he was like, nah, we need to take care of business here. Let's get the ball and let's get rolling. Ah, yes, there was a beautiful, beautiful shot by Kwesi just from on top of the box.
And it will be interesting again, ladies and gentlemen. Tune into Box to Box on One Africa. We will be analyzing this game and the previous game and all other games of the Dip Marine Premiership.
Oh yes, speaking of box to box, a reminder to continue sending in your videos to be a candidate as a host for the box to box.
And
Oh,
unfortunately ended on the 30th of September.
I'm sorry.
But we will have our presenters ready for Box to Box.
And Imps, I saw you tried there. I saw your video trending, you know, doing the comparison thing with the Namibian players and the players outside. That was actually really unique.
Yes, I said Lungu players like Roberto Carlos, Stiga players like Claude Makalele for the supporters that know Claude Makalele. And Kabatu plays like my favorite player, Chiesa from Juventus. Juja plays like Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan. And Willie Stefanos plays like Kaka, not to be mistaken for Panduleli Nukundi, who used to play for African Stars. I'm sure Pandu is watching the game right now.
Ooh, there was really a brilliant player back in the days.
And here's a brilliant player, Stiga, the captain. As you can see, both teams are really fighting for this game.
There is that urgency I was talking about that African Stars needed, and I'm glad that goal came in this first half, just so that they can work towards something. And I can see the hunger is there.
I did predict all goals will happen in this first half. I did say it will end 2-2, a draw. But maybe 3 points is looming for African Stars as they bring out their class. But Stefanos too much on that free kick.
There was a bit much from Willie Stefanos.
The Red Army, both supporters from Ongos FC and the Red Army of Stars are lighting up this Hage Geingob Stadium. This is why we tell you, supporters, come to the Hage Geingob Stadium, come to these home games, watch live on oneafrica.tv, because the Debmarine Premiership is bringing football, and there is a yellow card shown to Stanley Javera.
Is this the first yellow card of this game?
First yellow card of the game.
And it has been so physical for this to be the first yellow card, but I guess now the ref is definitely taking charge of this game.
The Vuvuzelas are blowing hard here.
The crowd is electrified right now. They want a goal. They've been
Kabatu with the
chanting
free
one
kick.
more.
Trying to find the back post there. Trying to find Garuka. But just too high
Yeah.
for the centre back to make a mark. Here you can see Emilio Martin also in the fray. He really wants to redeem himself. He has done very well so far since his own goal. There again, another header from Martin. Stiga. Foul there surely on Kabatu. I'd like to thank our sponsors, High Economic Institute, and to Intelligence, High Economic Intelligence, and to Yera Financial Solutions, and as well as OKM Fresh Produce and Sell Fast. You can see the sponsors here on our screen. These are the people making this live broadcast happen. Of course, TV2 Namibia always doing a great job in broadcasting live sports around the nation. The Debmarine Premiership, Debmarine really making sure that bringing football
There
to
is
the nation.
another chance
because
for
these
a goal.
games come back to, my goodness, Willie Stefanos almost coming onto that ball. He's even thanking his player there.
There was a beautiful, beautiful cross. Just a bit slow from Willie Stefanos. But hey, it's definitely a hard job commentating, I must say. Because I'm up and down here, wanting to be on the field. But yes, definitely a beautiful pass there by Kambato.
Maybe Juja was supposed to be the one there to collect that pass from Kabatu. That's the wing play that Stars need to concentrate on. Concentrate on giving the ball in space for Kambatu. He likes it in space, not really want to work the ball on his feet.
Yes.
But if he passes it into space, and now the space for Stefanos. Basuvara really knowing his former teammates, knowing how they play, coming to collect that ball.
I've always wondered, Ims, how, you know what players, how, like the players' mindset when you're playing against their like ex-team, like whether you are playing to like, I need to give my best and prove, or I just wonder sometimes, we should probably have an interview with Badovara at the end of the game to just kind of work through that, like what goes through their mind as they play against an ex team.
He is the captain for Ongos FC, so that
Yeah.
interview you will have with him after the game. Here's Haikali now, teaming up now with Simon. Simon finds the pass. Beautiful interception play
clear.
there from Garuka. Garuka
Garuka
finds
is
Juja.
definitely guys.
Damasep trying to build another attack, but again caught out. Here's Tumu. Tumu finding Haikali. Dummy there, good dummy there. And it might be a foul, but referee not giving it. Kwesi, goal scorer, trying to find Juja. But my goodness, this first half has flown by. It felt like 10 minutes. It felt like never-ending action here at the Hage Geingob Stadium between these two teams. And this is the match that I was waiting for in this double header. And as it calms down into halftime, there will be a few minutes added on because they were crunching tackles, and the medical team have been really kept busy in this game.
Okay, there
Here's
we go.
Kambatu with the first time pass. He had time to maybe think about it.
Yes, he definitely did.
It's Usep, number 7. Juja caught out there. Here's Gome. Gome, small, low center of gravity midfielder, the number 10. You can see there, Coach Kofi. He's not going to sit down in this game. Javera with the throw-in.
We have a throw in for African Stars. Or is it another throw in for Ongos? Or it is a throw in for Ongos.
And there another pass, finding Haikali. He's very tricky, this one. Puts the cross in, but well wide with his left foot. Really making Javera work on his right back position.
But that's what you also want to see from a right back, from your defense, just that quick recovery.
Here's Haikali again. There's the energy there from Damasep, the pressure. That's why he was kept in this first 11. Here's Larry. Losing the ball there to Stiga. Kwesi, the goal scorer for Stars. Crafty step over there. Needs to look up, but that might be a foul. Yes, definitely is. We saw that in our picture. The referee, Naftal Gideon, only showing 1 yellow card so far in this game. But he has to really pay attention because these two teams want the 3 points.
And as we are headed into halftime, do not forget to comment your name and surname so that you can win a season ticket.
Header back into the box. But finding nobody from Stars, and the counter in the hands of Disuru. As Venji was saying, please make sure you have seconds left to comment your
There is
name and
another
surname.
chance at a goal before. Good defense there by Ongos player.
As Venji was saying, please comment. You have seconds left to comment your name and surname to the African Stars Soccer Club fan page on Facebook. Comment your name and surname on the post of African Stars and Ongos so you can win the Spin the Wheel Challenge competition to win a season ticket for all the African Stars home games. So you have seconds left to do this. So my goodness, a 45 minutes that have really flown by in a very, very tense game.
It's 1-2 here at the Hage Geingob Stadium for the Ongos FC. They have definitely taken charge of this game at the beginning, first few minutes, but African Stars have slowly gotten back into the game after that goal scored by Kwezi. So we are definitely looking forward to what the second half will bring for us here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. If you are still at home, you still have time to make it here at the Hage Geingob Stadium to catch the second half.
Azuvara. Here's Solomon with a nice flick back to Simon, but that gets him in an offside position. And I believe it was 9 minutes that has been added on, so it is to the referee's discretion how much of that 9 minutes has gone. Many tackles have been flying in. The medical teams have been coming onto the pitch, and again, the medical team will come onto the pitch to assess the number 21, Makopo. Really don't want to see any bloody injuries for this player here. He's holding his head. He's trying to show the referee that, of course, that shouldn't be allowed. Okidi Ukupo just suffering a head injury there. Really talking to the referee, making sure that he uses his cards. There's a little bit of a bump there. You can even see from our picture, but just maybe a sore one that he will feel in the morning tomorrow. And with that, the referee has blown for the halftime. Wow.
Yeah.
What a first 45 minutes.
Yes, definitely not what we have expected here for African Stars to be. They are trailing by 1 now, but a good performance by Ongos FC in the first half. And as you can see from the replay there on your screen, it was a beautiful goal scored there from Ongos, and this was another own goal.
And yeah, unfortunately, Emilio Martin getting that own goal. 4 Stars, it's his second own goal. And as the second half comes, please stay tuned for halftime as we will get our Spin the Wheel winner of the season ticket. And our first half, juicy first half analysis.
High Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 0613077728 or visit our website at www.hey.com.na.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's our first half of a very, very exciting and hot and intense match. That was Ongos FC versus African Stars first 45 minutes that we will get into in a minute. But first, let's quickly get to the exciting part of today's episode. You do remember that we've been encouraging all our viewers to go onto our Facebook page and, like the page and also enter a competition where you could get the chance to win a season ticket to all the matches. So now it's time for us to spin our wheel and see who our lucky winner is. Let's spin the wheel, guys.
Drum roll.
And we have a winner.
And we have a winner.
And the winner is Venji Chavanga. Congratulations, Venji Chavanga. You have won yourself a season ticket to all of the matches for the rest of the league. Sponsored to you by TV to Namibia. Thank you very much to all of our viewers for joining our competition. Please keep tuning in because every week we will have a surprise giveaway to all of our fans and all of our viewers. So please do make sure you stay on the Facebook African Stars Soccer fan page. Tell all your friends and family to join. There's so many exciting things for us to share with you here today. And now is the time for me to be able to start doing the more exciting part of our job, right? So Emmanuel, I don't know where we're going to start, but I will say this first before we begin. I have found a new level of respect for your abilities to really tell me what's going to happen in a match, because what happened in the first 45 minutes here today, I never expected, right? But you did.
Yes.
So now we're going to go into the previews of what happened in the match, and I want you to just go for it.
So there's the first goal. A free kick from Ongos FC finding the back post. And it was just a missed time punch away from Desiro, ending up into a tapping at the back post. And this is an unfortunate moment there for Emilio Martin. Own goal. This is his second own goal of the season. It's really unfortunate there. I can kind of understand what he was trying to do, but for a tall man, it's really awkward when the ball is on the floor like that. I mean, he could have just kicked it out, but there, Angelo Kwesi, giving Stars some hope just before 10 minutes before the second, the halftime, scoring a out-of-the-box shot that went in their top corner. Kambatu kind of has an assist again because he was the last man to touch the ball. Calling for the ball, Juja getting the ball, picking the ball up because they know that the scoreline is 2-1 now.
Right.
To Ongos FC. It has been a exhilarating first 45 minutes. So many things happened. What I predicted, I said that the action will happen in the first 45. I said the game maybe would end in a 2-2 draw.
Right.
So we're almost there.
We're almost there. No, but I also feel like right now the game has sort of set itself, considering how Ongos FC has started with the 2 points, 2-0. And I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen our Stars a little rattled, because there were quite a few missed opportunities that, I mean, you and I can agree, we were all like, oh, I mean, when Willie missed that the first goal opportunity, maybe you can get a bit more deeper into that part.
I mean, it's few and far between because Stars, to be honest, other than that Willie opportunity and the goal from Kwesi, really have not worried Bazuvara, the former Stars player, goalkeeper, too many times.
Right.
There have been a few balls that have gone over the net. Emilio Martin is trying to redeem himself here, but they're going through the midfield against Stars while they know their strength lies in the wing play of Lungu and Kambatu. Kambatu has had a few opportunities to look up and give that cross in. There was one chance that we were talking about now that Kambatu put through.
Right.
That Willie Stefanis could not catch on to, but they're trying to go through the midfield. They actually did score through that because the ball did come to Kwesi in the center of the park. But Stars need to go back to what they know, what made them champions, and it is the wing play. Right. Nobody can match their wing play.
And I think also, I mean, considering with Kwesi's beautiful goal, that was the cleanest shot I think I've really, I mean, in between a lot of defense, he really managed to find a clean shot straight through to the net, which is really plausible. That's an English word to use. But I do want to also, I want you to unpack the dynamic of what happened after they were, in the 2-0 moment for a while, because I do know I realized that after Kwesi scored, they were trying to get that other ball in before,
Yeah.
before halftime. You could see in their performance that they were trying to really get that ball in. But Ongos FC almost saw to it really well that they made sure we're not gonna give you a chance. Like, I do feel like even with the missed opportunity that you just spoke about, they could see that now they've missed it. We have to make sure we don't let them get it back. You know. So maybe you can just take us through that.
Well, it was a tense first 15 minutes. 2-0 in the first 15 minutes.
Right.
Coach Kofi would have had his hands in his head like, what has happened? And between Kwesi's goal and the last goal from Ongos FC, it was a urgency from Stars.
Right.
But they knew
Right.
that they couldn't be caught on the counter. That's where I have to give props to Emilio Martin. There were balls given to the right wing. Javera has also been doing well, trying to cut out Haikali here on the right flank, on the left wing, who's actually a very tricky player, the number 13 for Ongos FC. So after the 2-0, they knew there's no more time for mistakes.
Sure.
There's no more time for the stuff, because everybody's watching live. All the Red Army is watching. We need to get at least a goal.
100%.
The next goal was the most important goal.
Right.
And it had to be Stars scoring it. They did it. And now the next 45 minutes is probably much watch TV.
But I feel like maybe, with African Stars, I don't think, because I mean, this was maybe, I think them having this halftime opportunity is them sort of needing to get back and be like, we're doing something wrong, or there's something we need to fix, because they have to first one up and to try and get another point to sort of, to win the game, and we want to win. So do you see them coming out and actually figuring that out?
Ziku, my other co-commentator, and CK have always said, even last season, when Stars concede, it's always sometimes out of their own doing. It's something that champions have. Man City, Real Madrid, Inter Milan. When you are a champion, sometimes you overthink things. Desuru, for the first goal, I think he knew that he could have punched that ball out, but he wanted to be more of a when goalkeepers are trying to have a showcase of their skills. The ball missed his hand, and it was a goal. The second goal, own goal, trying to be clever, clear the ball out.
Right.
These are things that that African Stars champions, maybe, mistakes always loom over champions. Now, the second half, class must show.
Right, and I really agree with that. But I mean, before we get too deep into it, I just wanted to sort of remind our winner, Benji Shabanga, that you have won your season ticket, and you, Bangi Chihamba, you have won yourself a season ticket to be able to, watch all the games of the Premier League, and your name is on the screen. So please do reach out and come and collect your award. You are our lucky winner. So if you would like to be like our lucky winner today, I really encourage all of you to please stay tuned to oneafrica.tv. Stay tuned to our Facebook page, African Stars soccer fan page, and like it, join the group, be here for the action, and you can also be one of our lucky winners. Now, Emmanuel, just to, before I do get back to our, really intense discussion, I first want us to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 061307728 or visit our website at www.hey.com.na.
Yeah. Yeah.
So please, let's go back again into that analysis, as you were saying.
So I want to go to Ongos FC again, just to look at how they have lined up. They've done very well. they have let Stars come back into the game in the second half of this first half, but you kind of knew that was happening. And the head coach must know and tell his Ongos team, guys, we've done very well, even though we have conceded before halftime. You know, as the saying goes in football, if you want to come back into the game, score before halftime or score after halftime.
Right, immediately soon after,
Immediately
right.
halftime. So as the players are having their halftime talk for both teams, it's going to be interesting is who's actually sending the more stronger message for the next
Right.
10 minutes.
So yet again, we are back to that discussion. So now again, we are back to the first 10 minutes. I think in the past 3 games that we've been here and discussing all of this, Emmanuel, we literally always know that the first 10 minutes, I guess, of the second half is really what sets the tone, depending on how they've left the first half. So now we are seeing our Stars having to fight 2 different battles, to equalize and to win. Whereas we have our...
To not concede.
Exactly, and to not concede, where we have our rivals who are now in a really good position. And you can tell that they're trying to definitely stay there. So as the boys are now coming back out on the pitch and the match is about to start again, let me just hear your last few words before we get back into it.
And as you can see, Stars are first on the pitch there. Coach Kofi has sent them out. Go out there and get my 3 points. You have to get these 3 points because Ongos FC, being 4th in the log, being 5th in the log, are looking at that log table and saying we can get 6 points now and be at the same points with African Stars, UNAM and Comas Nampo. So interesting first 2 rounds of the Debmarine Premiership.
Right.
I don't have, I had my prediction of 2-2. I cannot say what's going to happen in the next 45 minutes, but all I know is that the next goal is the most important goal of this game.
100%.
It's either Stars equalizing or it's either Ongos FC getting on the front page of the Namibian on Monday morning
100%.
saying that they've beat the champions.
Well, Emmanuel, this is time for you to get back to what you do really well. Thank you so much for joining me in studio, and we are back to the match, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Emmanuel Nkora, and I am privileged to be your lead commentator. Venji will be joining us soon, but privileged is the word today because football is at a high quality today at the Hage Geingob Stadium in Windhoek City between the home team, African Stars, and Ongos FC, formerly known as Tura Magic. It is 2-1 to Ongos FC, a goal by the number 23, Chingi, and an own goal, an unfortunate own goal from Emilio Martin in the first 15 minutes. And of course, Angelo Tangeni Kwezi scoring that important goal just before halftime. Again, our season ticket winner for all the African Stars home games. Your name is on the screen. Make sure to collect your ticket. And if you see me, say hello. But what a 45 minutes we have coming up between these two teams. We knew this game was going to be hotly contested. And the medical staff of both teams have been up and down here. And again, they'll be called to assess Garuka on the pitch, but Garuka is a tough customer. He's probably the hardest man in this African Stars team, so I think he'll be fine. But what a first 45 minutes we have had, and I look forward to the next 45. And as we said, myself and Penny, in the halftime analysis, the next goal is going to be the most important goal for both teams. It will really set the standard. It might even set the standard for the rest of the season for both teams. If Ongos FC score to make it 3-1, they might go top of the league and they might want to hold it. If African Stars equalize, then ladies and gentlemen, the Red Army is going to roar for a winning goal. So stay tuned on oneafrica.tv. Please share with your football friends and family. And Venji, we have a great 45 minutes ahead of us. What can we say?
Ims, I don't know. As I said when we were rounding up the first half, that we did see some urgency with the African Stars boys, and that's something that they must continue building up on. But at the moment,
Shot there
oh, a beautiful shot by
from
number
Cleopas
7.
Usep, but Tusiru safely in the hands. But yes, continue.
Yes, so hopefully that they can build up from how they ended in the first half. So let's see. Maybe your prediction
Of
will
2-2.
2-2 will come to pass, but it will be great to bag 3 points. But nonetheless, a draw will be better than a 1-2.
I think if I predicted the game correctly, I should get a prize or something. I'll talk to management about that.
Yeah.
But as the game continues, Stiga with the clearance.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think we should probably do that for every game. Like, whoever gets the right prediction should get something.
A $5 bet here and there. Yeah. Either way, we are not here to promote illegal
illegal.
gambling, but Juja with the ball and Gome fighting hard. And another person fighting hard is Owen Damasep,
Yeah, no, Owen is
trying
really
to fight for his
working.
position there. And it has led to Juja, junkie. Beautiful junkie there from Juja, or otherwise Shibobo.
Yeah, one player, he's down now, Owen, holding on his knee, but you won't see now on your screen, but he's down and the referee has, okay, seen that. There we have our faithful supporters. Hopefully Owen is doing well, but before he went down, I was saying that he's definitely one of the players that is doing really well, just bringing that intensity, that energy, going for the balls, just trying to really make something.
And as you can see in the replay, just as the replay started there, he might have landed incorrectly. It might not have been a challenge on him.
It was just
See the ball, he's going to jump now on Damasep there.
Yeah, he just landed. It was just an awkward landing.
And maybe, hopefully, if I can ask the management to replay that junkie. Here you can see Owen just
Ooh, yeah.
might have landed awkwardly. Can't really diagnose which injury, which leg. Here's the junkie here. That's what football is all about, Juja.
Yes.
Thank you there. Thank you. I think we will write down that Juja has had one junkie
for the
season.
We'll see how many more junkies to go.
Thank you for that replay, TV2. Maybe
Okay, Owen seemed to be doing fine. As you just saw him running on your screen. There he is. Limping a little bit, but
Martin with the cross, but safe in the hands of Zuvara. Here's Elago Simon. He will keep it in. Oh! Very crafty there, step over. Trying to beat Javera, but Javera was smart to stay on his man.
that's one thing I like about Javera. Definitely, his recovery is just good.
Small high foot there from both players, kind of, Larry and Lungu. Can't really say, but that foul is given to Ongos. Fun fact, I used to play soccer with Larry, so I know the number 6 there on your screen.
Okay, Ims.
Yes,
Was
yes.
this just street soccer or what was this?
Let's say I put on a kit.
Okay, okay.
Let's say I used to put on a kit.
I won't ask where and when and what.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And as the free kick comes in here from the number 7, Usep putting it in the box. A header is. My goodness.
Um,
2 headers finding the back of the net. And the crafty player. We have been saying it all game. The crafty player, Nicodemus Haikali, has flicked it on past Disiro. And that is, we predicted it. The first 10 minutes of the second half, there will be an action. And that action has gone to Ongos FC.
Ames, I am so speechless at the moment. I think no more predictions, Eames.
And as
No
you
more
can see,
predictions from you, unless it's for
the
African
replay will
stars.
show that there was a very good header by another Ongos player that got the ball to Nicodemus Haikali. Here's Kwesi now in the box for Stars, but safely out again. Stiga fighting hard. A shot is deflected. It's still in the box. Stefanus. Good block again from Ongos FC. Both players were maybe blasted by that shot from Willie Stefanus. It was out of anger because African Stars have now just conceded again in the first, what was it, 8 minutes of the second half.
And
They have mounted their own attack here with Kwesi.
I think
Passing
Owen
it
is
to
definitely.
Stefanus. Stefanus just with the miscontrol. That ball did go out, but it came back in later on. And Stefanus had a shot on goal. It blasted through 2 players, and both players have felt the brunt of that shot. But my goodness, it is a goal for Nicodemus Haikali to make it 3-1 to FC Ongos. We must acknowledge the other player. We will try and confirm, if we get a highlight, we will try and confirm who had the assist for Ongos FC, because he did well to header it towards goal to Nicodemus Haikali. And Nicodemus, all he had to do was really header it towards goal, and it was too much for Disiru to calculate and try to save.
As
There's
we can-
Damasep leaving the pitch. Michael Okolo is being prepared to join the game. Michael Okolo did have a few minutes at the end of yesterday's game against Young African. He's a crafty midfield player. He will play with Stiga in the middle of the park. He's a little bit creative, so maybe that creativity will do dividends for African Stars, because they are behind. A little bit of a clearance there. That's mistime clearance finding Juja. Juja is very dangerous in these positions.
Can we?
Good block there from Elago Simon. And here's the goal scorer of the third goal, Haikali. Safety there by Martin. But
Eames.
out again. Here's Juja. These are his positions that make him a dangerous player, Juja. But a good block from the defender.
3-1. Eames, this is not what you predicted, but this is okay. But the game is not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. We are only 10 minutes into the second half, and African Stars can do a comeback. Willow has scored 2 goals in the last 2 games for African Stars, so let's hope that he can do something, that he can bring some magic to his play this afternoon here and score 2 goals.
Just a confirmation of that substitution. Of course, Owen Damasep coming off for Michael Okolo, number 26. Garuka. Martin. Yes, Tiga. That through ball is there. But well caught out. But it's still in motion. Kwesi finding Stefanus. Ah, yes, Stefanus. Again, he gets opportunity from Kolo. Kwesi with his left foot. Finding Stefanus. It's been left over for Stiga. Stiga, he's asking for a penalty. We can have the replay of that.
That's a penalty.
The referee is allowing a free kick. The referee is putting both players. The referee has shown a yellow card.
Can we just
Stiga.
see from that highlight?
The referee has shown a yellow card to Stiga for arguing with the referee, but that is a handball.
There was a clear handball.
That is a handball. Unfortunately, we have no power of replay to alert our referee, Naftal Gideon, to tell him that we have video evidence. As you can see the shot there, right there.
There we
Beautiful
have.
job, TV2 Namibia. You can see it. Screenshot that as you are watching, ladies and gentlemen. Screenshot that and send us this photo,
We probably need to submit that to
because
the
that
NFA.
is, if that hand was not there, the ball would have gone in, maybe
Yes.
at the far post.
You know?
Great scenes here at the Hage Geingob Stadium, but it was a free kick after that play. Stiga did get a yellow card, but here's Stefanus with a free kick. Blocked well by the wall of Ongos FC. Cho. Football is a beautiful sport. Javera, Garuka. Garuka is out of position right now as Ongos FC mount an attack, but very lazily being caught in an offside position. And you could see Coach Coffee there, even maybe showing a gesture of his hand. The referee should have seen that that was a handball. But this Ongos FC team have to be applauded for their crafty, taking their chances. Lungu with a good header there.
That's definitely a player I want to see more from Lungu Joseph, because I just feel like he has not really brought his A game to this game, as we have seen him play in the past two games for African Stars. So definitely more to see from number 3, Lungu Joseph.
And he is a player that should be putting in those crosses. Kwesi has been doing well, as you can see in the replay. Kwesi is a man to also put those crosses in as a left winger. But it really is that overlapping play, that Roberto Carlos play. My goodness, the ball has been almost put in the back of the net there from Elago Simon, the number 15. He beat Javera very cleverly. It was a very good piece of football play there from Elago Simon, and almost scoring a goal that would have made this into a quite embarrassing scoreline. Okolo, Stefanus, Kwesi, Junkie, but he didn't complete it. He got the free kick. He has gotten the free kick, but
He couldn't complete it, Ims.
he couldn't complete the Junkie. Yes. As we know in football, when you get a Junkie,
You must.
you must get the ball back.
Yes,
Yeah.
but now he was just knocked down by one of the defenders of Ongos FC. Nonetheless, a free kick for African Stars.
Here is Willis Stefanus with the free kick. These are the moments that are very important for Stars. The ball is up in the air. Very interesting, and a shot. Oh my my goodness. In the box, another chance. Emilio Martin. That has to be a corner. And it has been given a corner. The replay, a shot came in. The ball was bubbling around.
Let's.
And another opportunity for Stars. This is a show that we've been waiting for. It was Stefanos that got the ball back from Lungu and a very good punch out from Bazuvara.
Eames, you know, this is the true definition of football will kill us one day, because I'm literally here on my 2 feet. I don't even know how the coach must be feeling if I'm feeling like this.
Venji, my co-commentator, has not sat down. She's standing right now in the commentary box, full of excitement, full of elation. A great opportunity of a ball bouncing around in the box there. It was Javera and the number 14 and Martin. The ball fell to their feet, but there were just so many players in the box. Even if they could get a shot off, it might have been deflected, but you never know. But a shot ended up into a corner, and the subsequent corner, Bazuvara did very well by punching it out. But Stars now really want to remedy this scoreline, because this is front page stuff as it stands for Ongos FC. Here's Michael Okolo, who came on for Damasep. Kwezi.
Kwezi is such a young, composed player. It's definitely really good to watch him play. Definitely much more from him that he can still bring to the game, but
Okolo doing well, finding Juja. Kwezi.
there's another junkie almost from
Yes, I
Juja.
saw it. I saw it. For those players who do not know what the word junkie means, it means beautiful back heel there from Gome. When the ball is put through your legs, nutmeg, but we don't like the term nutmeg.
Yeah, but back in the days we used to say cookie.
Cookie.
Yeah.
Here's Lungu. This left side of the park has really paid dividends for African Stars in the past. With Stefanos, he really likes this corner patch of grass. He's on the ball now, frustrated to get a offside decision ruled against him. Here's Larry. Of course, thank you to our sponsors, High Economic Intelligence, to Yara Financial Services, as a free kick has been given to Ongos FC. And the referee, Naftal Gideon, has really worked his socks off today. Only showing 2 yellow cards, but it has been a game of crunching tackles. Thank you also to OKM Fish Produce and Salfast Real Estate and Auctions.
Yes.
Kambatu.
Let's go.
These are the positions he needs to be in. He needs to get to the wing play. And of course, our season ticket winner, your name is on the screen. Make sure you get your ticket. And if you see us, say hello.
Yep. There we have our season ticket winner, Vange Sheyamba.
Woo! Header! My goodness, off the post, off the byline, off the line there from Ongos FC. A beautiful highlight there for Stars. We will confirm who had that header. But another opportunity for Stars. They are really commanding this game. Stefanos is going to attempt a shot. Passes it to Stiga.
Almost looked like Siga was not ready for that pass. But
He wasn't. And the ball is still trying to find some concentration. Here's Kwezi now changing his flank. He's on the right flank. He crosses it in and the header for Juja. And here's just the replay of that chance. It was a header from Garuka of all people. And the smallest man on the pitch, Gome. Vangu Gome, the number 10, on the back post, leaped. The smallest man on the pitch. Wow. As you can see this replay, ladies and gentlemen, a headed goal, beautiful, from Garuka. Headed off the line from Gome, the smallest man on the pitch. Beautiful highlight there for Stars.
Eames, I've never actually done an interview, a post-match interview, where African Stars have not won the game. And tears are literally forming at the moment, so I'm not sure how that post-match interview is gonna be if the game ends like this, but we still have 20 plus minutes to get 2 more goals, and we have Awilo on the field.
Yeah, always.
What is not working?
You will never know with Awilo. He will have his opportunity. But just another substitution for Stars. Kambatu coming off for the number 23. Renhald Herold, number 23. Maybe Kambatu has run his socks off here in this double header. That is why these double headers are very taxing on the body, very taxing on the depth of both teams. No substitutions for Ongos FC, but 2 substitutions, of course, Okolo and now Harold, the number 23, coming on, playing on the left flank.
As the saying goes, why would you change something that is working? And at the moment, oh
my goodness. Disiro. I think that is a telling of the tape. That highlight there is a reflection of what has happened today. Disiro,
he knew he couldn't catch it with his hands outside of the box, but
unfortunately, it is a unnecessary corner here for Ongos FC, and they did score from their last corner. Haikali scoring a header. We do want to make sure that, I believe it was Larry who had that assist, but here comes the corner again, and safely out for another corner from Stiga. Cleopas Usep taking this corner again. Then to the back post, but out again from Stars. Juja. Clearing it out, trying to find Stefanos. He has found Stefanos. Stefanos has to do his trickery here, work his magic. He's met by Lungu and Ukulo. Kulo finding Stefanos very well. And that combination was not on. And Stefanos is frustrated, looking at Michael Okolo. And a substitution here is looming for Ongos FC. The number 14, Osvaldo, coming on. We'll confirm who he is coming on for, but Haikali making a bad back pass, and Kwesi has found the ball, trying to find Stefanos, but good tackle out for touch. Omilio Martin. And the cross comes in. Bazuvara misses the ball. Harold puts it back into the box. And safely out for corner. If you're watching live on oneafrica.tv, please share with your friends and football family. We are live here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. There are away games coming for African Stars. Their next game will be against Okakarara Young Warriors. Their following game will be against Blue Waters, then Mighty Gunners and Chula Chula. So a little bit of a break between now and the next game. The next game will be on the 14th of October away to Okakarara Young Warriors. Okakarara Young Warriors are sitting bottom in the log.
This is the new team, hey, that is just coming from
The corner comes in,
first team.
but Bazuvara doing well to punch it out, but another cross does come on.
Yes, Juja!
Are we going to see a comeback? Kwesi with the assist. That left foot of Kwesi is money,
Is
and has
money,
found
money.
a man that I trust with his aerial ability. Yesterday we pointed it out that Juja's aerial ability is one to watch out for. The cross coming in from the goal scorer Kwesi, and has found the head of Joseph Juja to the agony of the Ongos player there at the back post. Wow.
Whew. Ims, we needed that. And as you were saying, Kwesi's left foot is money. We probably need to insure it. I was thinking I'll put some insurance on that foot because Kwesi is really, there we go.
Okolo fighting hard there in the midfield with Stiga. But what a goal. This is his second goal of the season. Joseph Juja. An important one here for Stars as they mount what would be a beautiful
There is
comeback.
another, okay.
Almost finding Kwesi. A corner.
2-3. 2-3 here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. The fans were quiet, but I'm loving that they are back in action.
And another corner here for Stars. The Red Army is salivating
There we
with
go,
good
Juj.
football. Crunching header there at the back between Juja again. Using his head. And he has bumped himself into Tumo. The number 2.
Ims, I'm excited again. There's definitely more time for African Stars to score a goal or two or three.
Just confirmation of that substitution. It was the goal scorer Nicholas Haikali, the man who scored the third goal for Ongos FC, coming off for Osvaldo Kausep, the number 14. Sure. Stiga making people fall on the ground. Here's Okolo, Martin, Javera.
Stiga is definitely awake again, and that's what we love to see from your leader and your midfielder. Ooh.
Well done there from Kwesi. Good ball retention. Here he has another opportunity. There is those crosses there from Lungu. That's what we need to see from Lungu. Almost finding Juja again, who we need to repeat. Juja's aerial ability, although he's not a big, tall man, he's always very educated with balls coming in through crosses. And that is the wing play. Kwesi putting the ball in, Juja scoring at the back post. The wing play of Stars is second to none in this Deb Marine Premiership. That is the game plan that Coach Coffey should implement in every single game. That is how they score goals. And the Red Army there.
One of the most faithful supporters, as you can see on the screen. We don't know, some fans are definitely looking a bit stressed there, but definitely more time for African Stars to net one more goal.
Make sure you also come to the Hage Geingob Stadium. Make sure you come to these home games. Your face will be on screen and you'll become famous. But the referee, Naftal Gideon, really has worked well. Has worked his socks off here in this game. The medical staff have worked their socks off in this game, and both teams are just taking a little bit of a water break. There is a large shade from the stadium on the pitch, but still very hot conditions here in Windhoek. But Benji, wow. This is the game of round number 2. Of course, UNAM beat Okakarara Young Warriors 5-1 yesterday. That was a great game, but this was football at its best from both teams.
Yes, and this is actually the first game that I'm seeing African Stars under pressure and trying to play this catch-up football. And I guess it's really a good test, especially early in the season, to see how can they really stand pressure going forward. Because this is just game 3, IMS. And yeah, this is a good game for African Stars to see how they can build up. And again, on the screen we see our season ticket winner, Vange Sheamba. Congratulations. And so we are hopeful to see you here at the pitch, not watching from your screen. And for the rest of our supporters out there, let us get to the stadium. Let us come and support our boys. Let's back them. Let's paint the stadium red. Really, you are our 12 men, and we need you here.
And of course, there are season tickets available, VIP tickets available. Just follow the Stars page and you'll get all that information as the cross just too wide for the attacking players. But of course, VIP season tickets, VIP tickets and general tickets are available. Just follow the African Stars platforms on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and become a part of the community, become a part of the Red Army. Here's Kwezi. Juja, beautiful footwork there. Stefanos?
I'm sure one player that is hungry for a goal right now is Willie Stefanes, and we will
Okolo
probably...
with the chip. Stefanos with the agru. Oh, no. Kwezi. Oh. And as you see in the replay there, Stefanos maybe committing the foul. It was, I believe it was another player there getting into the tackles, and it almost fell to Kwezi, who would have put his name on the back post, on the backside of the newspapers with 2 goals if he could have latched onto that ball. But really, man of the match maybe might go to Kwezi here with a goal and an assist. And he's really been putting in crosses with his left foot, playing on both sides, right and left. So really, Angelo Tangeni Kwezi, the number 24 for African Stars, player of the match for Stars. But for Ongos FC, Haikali, who has been substituted, really played well. Gome with a very timely save at the back post, the shortest man on the pitch. Those are the 2 players that have played well for Ongos FC. There was a little bit of a challenge in the box there from on Juja. He was calling for a penalty, but the referee, Naftal Gideon, saying no.
Not on my watch.
And with the last 10 minutes, with additional time, another attacking change here. Javera, the right back, coming off for Salazar. These are the changes that need to be made. So African Stars will play with the back 4, but it looks like the number 23, Harold, will slot into right back position. We just had him there in the picture. So it will be a back 4, but I'm sure Stars will change that to a 3-4-3 formation, because they need this equalizing goal as champions.
They definitely have that pride to play for right now, African Stars, as league champions. You know, it's only game 3, and you don't want to be losing your 3rd game of the season, IMS. You don't want other team to come for you and be like, oh, you know, this is a beatable team. You know, they still need to have that thing about them where other teams look to them and be like, Stars is the team to beat.
And of course, UNAM, who are sitting on top of the log as it stands, will be looking at this game and saying, wow, if it does end this way, but I believe, if my calculations are correct, Ongos FC will join the 4 teams that do have 6 points. That is UNAM, African Stars, and Comas Nampo. So they will have 6 points. We will confirm later during the week who is the top team out of those 4 teams. Of course, if Stars lose this game, they will not be on the top of the log. Here's Juja. Maybe looking for a shot, but he's finding Harold. Harold there just being caught out. Here he is again, Harold, finding Garuka. But here's Simon. Simon Elago finding a through ball, and it is a offside. It was interesting that we actually had our linesman in our picture. He was actually focused on something else. So, linesman, please watch your line. But that was an offside for Ongos FC. And now a very interesting free kick for Stars.
You know, Ims with free kicks, as Awilo is about to take that free kick, it's not a must to always, shoot the ball to the net. I'm intrigued to find out what players can do to just pass short from a free kick and see how that can work. But it's actually something that I saw with Netherlands during the World Cup, that they did that thing. There was such
one
a
of the best free kicks I've ever seen in my life. That Netherlands free kick versus Argentina in the quarterfinal of the World Cup. But here's Emilio Martin. He wants to redeem himself for the own goal. He takes a shot and it has been deflected. My goodness! It's Javera. Bazuvara has done well to keep that ball out, and it was deemed as offside. There were too many Stars players. In that box there. My goodness, apologies. We were jumping here in the stadium because we believed it could have been a goal. Emilio Martin, who has redeemed himself throughout this game, took that free kick, took the shot. Bazuvara, who is on the floor right now, nursing an injury, he blocked the shot, saved the shot, but unfortunately 3 African Stars players were in an offside position. Maybe if they held their line, that ball could have still rolled to one of the Stars players and it would have been easier for them to just tap it in. But the shot came in and they rushed Bazuvara and it was deemed to be offside. Maybe our replay will definitely show that shortly. Wow. That equalizer almost sent the Red Army into ruptures.
I'm speechless, Ims. I am speechless.
This is what the Debmarine Premiership can bring to fans, neutral fans. Come to the Hagegengom Stadium, go to the stadiums, SKW, UNAM. Watch live on One Africa and oneafrica.tv. Stay tuned to the African Stars Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page. And you can tune in to what the Debmarine Premiership and the African Stars can bring to the table. This is football at its finest, as Stars are looking for that all-important equalizing goal. Good attack there from Simon. Sorry, that's Usep, the number 7. But Stiga gets the ball back. Garuka. Trying to find Kwesi here. He's maybe done well to get that corner. No, it's deemed to be a goal kick.
5 minutes of play left. African Stars really have to work something to get an equalizer here. at Hage Geingob Stadium.
We must shout out to Elago Simon, who has recovered well from that very concerning collision with Desiro in the first half. He has played well for Ongos FC, as well as the goal scorer of the third goal, the all-important goal, Nicodemus Haikali, who has been substituted. Those are the players that have played well for Ongos FC, as well as Gome. Gome actually saved a goal, the shortest man on the pitch, saving a goal on the goal line. And there, I believe Ongos FC are now licking their lips, rubbing their hands with this possible 3 points as substitutes are looming for Ongos FC. There's a few players. One player, we will confirm who it is that is on the pitch. I believe it is Elago Simon, who has been involved in many tackles. Solomon Omsep, the number 11, coming off for the number 8. Kamotuza, the number 8 Kamotuza coming on for Solomon. And that is Elago Simon definitely coming off. He's played a good game, the number 15. Coming off for the number 9. Kemuni.
African Stars have 2 minutes of game time to try and find an equalizer.
Good header out there defensively. Stiga fighting with Usep, and that has been a foul for Stiga. Free kick for Ongos FC on the trying to find Solomon, but Solomon is still on the pitch. I apologize. I will confirm the other substitution that was made. But here's Juja. Here's Salazar. Salazar. Garuka. The cross will come in. Trying to find Juja. Juja's on the floor. He's not asking for a penalty, but those things happen. 1 minute to go in regular time. Good chest there from Kai Muni. But Lungu stood well. Very smart there from Michael Okolo. Trying to find Stefanus, but defended well from Larry. Disiru, well done for him to keep that ball in there.
Yes.
He's playing like Andre Onana now, putting in crosses. Juja, Stiga, Salazar. Unable to find Juja there. Here's Harold with the throw in. Emilio Martin will put it into the box. Bazivara came for the ball. Stefanus did nothing. He just stood. He just stood his ground. But unfortunately in football, when the goalkeeper is impeded in any way, it's always going to... I mean, Stefanus did nothing there. And it was Bazuvara's own fault for jumping that high and falling that fall. Again, Emilio Martin really redeeming himself, making plays that should have not been deemed a free kick for Bazuvara, as Stefanus stood his ground. I believe it will be 6 minutes added on time. between 6 and 9 minutes added on time. There have been many players that have needed medical assistance on the pitch. So additional time, there will be time for maybe one more chance for African Stars for an equalizer. And the Red Army, the stadium will collapse if that equalizing goal goes in. Lungu. There's a ball there, almost finding Gome.
There is still a chance here.
Okolo.
Okay.
Stefanus Okolo. He's always good with that little chip that he does. Trying to find Salazar. And Gome doing good well. Very good to get a timely throw in for Ongos FC that calms the game down. Here Stars again now as Stefanus fighting against Larry. That sliding tackle. And it is a throw-in. 2 balls on the pitch. Make sure
Yeah, additional time.
Salazar losing the ball in important moments for Stars. He's just come on. And a very good free kick again. Gome. Very experienced Vangu Gome. Very experienced player there, the number 10, who has actually saved his team from that header from Garuka. Really having stoppages in play to make sure that Stars do not mount and get comfortable with their attacks, trying to find this equalizing goal. Stefanus. And that might be offside indeed. Few more chances, a few more seconds here in this game versus African Stars and Ongos FC.
Ims, it has been great commentating with you and our lovely fans here. But
Salazar with a header.
I have to love and live, and I'll catch you guys, our viewers, for the post-match interviews.
Just with that, thank you, Benji. Just Salazar there in that replay. He's a tall man. He just couldn't get that header accurately directed towards goal, and it was easy for Bazuevara to collect. But another opportunity. It hit the Ongos player. Naftal Gideon, the referee, looked at that. Not many players are complaining about that. And we must remember that Stiga did have a shot that was ruled out. It was a penalty. We'll definitely have that in our highlight package. But that previous highlight just now, maybe not a penalty, because the Stars players did not protest. As you can see in the replay there, oh my goodness. While his hand was in a natural position, it was, if you can see the replay now, his hand right there, the number 21. It's really harsh. It would have been really harsh to give that, just as we rewind there. I mean, Stars fans, you can have your say. We'll definitely have that in our highlight package. You can have your say if you think that was a penalty. I'm inclined to say maybe not, but definitely Stiga had a shot that was blocked by a hand, and that was, in my opinion, a penalty, as Ongos FC are in their half. of the pitch. And another foul as Osvaldo is cheering on his supporters. A yellow card to Disiro for dissent. Stiga is also on a yellow card, the captain. But a yellow card given to Disiro. Naftal Gideon, the referee, is really working hard here. 3 yellow cards so far in this game. 1 for Disiro, 1 for Stiga, and the other for Stanley Javera for Ongos FC as they have a free kick. They're obviously going to waste time with it. Keep it into the corner, and there is a foul for Stars. William Martin kicking it up. Stiga lofting it forward. Safely away again. Another attack mounts as the referee has his discretion to end the game. The whistle could not come any sooner for Ongos FC as a corner has been awarded. Woo! This might be the one. This might be the one. Kwesi is going to take this corner with his crafty left foot. He has an assist. He has a goal as well. Maybe he can get another assist for Stars. This is maybe their last opportunity to get an equalizing goal as the champions of the Demarine Premiership. The ball comes in. It's headed by Salazar. Stefanos will get another opportunity. He swings it out back to Kwesi. Kwesi does well to control it. He swings it back in and almost a header there from Stiga. What would it have been if Stiga got that equalizing goal? Oh, man of the match has to be given to Kwesi because his left foot has been a danger for Ongos. But Osvaldo, the number 14, is on the floor, and I think the referee has given a foul to Ongos FC. And Stiga is not happy. Ronald, our captain is there. He's really talking to one of the players, and Garuka, one of the toughest men in the Premiership himself, number 18. He doesn't like dissent. Garuka there. Martin is also talking, but Osvaldo now holding Garuka. Garuka doesn't like that. Garuka is one of the toughest men in this league. He doesn't take any BS. Sorry for swearing. But that is what it means for both teams here. The referee has seconds left in this game, and Bazuvara catches it, and that might be it. Michael Okolo. Juja, he needed to make that pass. A foul on Emilio Martin, who has had a good game. We'll give him that. Unfortunately, his own goal has contributed to what is maybe a loss for African Stars. Disuru. Seconds left. Bazuvara, former African Stars player, former African Stars goalkeeper, he maybe needs to get a pat on the back from Disiro. Bazuvara will clap his hands to say, maybe I was the better goalkeeper today. Osvaldo, Disiro is out of his box. Miscommunication again at the back for Stars. Sometimes champions lose. As we saw Man City lose versus Wolves, which was a surprise. It is African Stars who have lost this game versus an Ongos FC team formerly known as Tura Magic. Let's give them credit. They have done very well in this game. 2 set pieces have led to 2 goals for Ongos FC, and an unfortunate own goal from Emilio Martin has given Ongos FC 3 points in the second round against the defending champions of the Demarine Premiership. Wow. 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 2 goals, a goal from Kwesi, Angelo Kwesi, and another goal from Juja, an assist from Kwesi himself. So maybe the best player for Stars was Angelo Tangeni Kwesi. But a round of applause has to be given to Ongos FC for coming here. That was the first goal at the back post there. Disiru should have punched it out. I think he could have punched it out, but it was tricky for him. This is the second goal. Unfortunately, you're going to see a tall man go down unnecessarily. It hit his right knee and it bounced into the back of the net for an own goal for Emilio Martin. He has now 2 own goals this season. He did redeem himself during the game. He was a very commanding defender throughout the game. We are not going to say he has had a terrible game this whole game, but unfortunately he has scored an own goal. There was just a small highlight of Kwesi's goal to make it 2-1 just before halftime. But as we predicted, myself and Penny, we said the first 5 minutes of the second half will be important. Who scores the next goal will command the game, and it was Ongos FC who scored the third goal, their third goal. Nicodemus Haikali scoring at the back post for Ongos FC. Stars came back with a goal from Juja, but it wasn't enough. It is 3-2 to Ongos FC. Stay tuned for our post-match analysis and interviews with our head coaches from both teams and the captains.
Excuse me? Hello? Do I cue you now or do I wait for commercial?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Hage Stadium. It is the end of the match. Ongos FC took down African Stars 3-0. I'm joined here by the Ongos FC captain Osvaldo Khamseb. What a beautiful play by your team this afternoon. What was your game plan for today?
The game plan was to stay compact. You know, African Stars is a big team. We respect them, but we are not scared of them. We went in, we executed the plan perfectly. First of all, I would like to congratulate the coaches and Ongos FC as a team.
Yeah, well, and what was your impact during this game? What do you think that you did right? Was this what your mission was for the game today?
You know, as a captain, I'm experienced. I've been playing for this team since I was 15 years old. So, the coach told me to go in, keep the midfield compact, encourage the guys, and keep them awake. You know,
Yeah.
you know, we have a mixture of young and experience. So sometimes the young ones tend to lose concentration, and then that's when we concede. So my job was to keep them on their toes and keep them concentrated.
Yeah, so a brilliant play by your goalkeeper this afternoon, who is from African Stars. Do you think that was an advantage on his end?
No, congratulations to him first of all.
Yeah.
He's a great goalkeeper. He's been a seasoned campaigner. We know he's experienced. So I expect that type of performance from him week in and week out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Osvaldo,
Thank you,
and
thank
all
you.
the best for the rest of the
Thank
season.
you. Likewise.
Thank you.
Okay.
I am joined here by the coach of Ongos FC, who managed to take down African Stars here at Hage Geingob Stadium. Welcome, coach. And yes, congratulations on the win. That was a really brilliant play by Ongos FC. Was that what you imagined, obviously, with the results?
First and foremost, I would like to say thanks to the Almighty. I want to thank our head coach, Paulo Sipanga, who's away with the Gladiators. I want to thank Ricardo Manetti, the director of Ongos FC. I want to thank the technical team in believing that I can take the ship. I can take over while the head coach is not there. Credit must go to the players. This is the first day we implemented the system we played, or the formation, and they went out. They went out and they carried out. The task that was given to them, and I must give credit to them very much at a very high level. We have players that understand the game. We are busy still trying to build here and there, but if you have people who are listening, things will be easy. It was not going to be easy against African Stars, knowing that they are coming from the CAF, they are the champions, they are what. But we did our homework, we studied them, and we came up with a plan that we thought would do the job for us.
Yeah, no, coach, your plan really did work out well against the African Stars FC, and all the best for the remainder of the season. And yeah, great start taking down African Stars.
No, we will need that luck. It's going to be a very tough season, and I must congratulate African Stars for the wonderful flag, the Namibian flag that they are flying very high. They are doing a great job. We obviously want to come at their level also.
Yes.
That's why we are working so hard to do this so that we come at their level.
Well, thank you very much, coach, and all the best for the season.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right. There we have it from one of the coaches of Ongos FC, and I will be joined now by African Stars captain, Stika Keshere, and I'm not sure if I've ever interviewed you after a match where you have lost, no words, but as a captain, how was it out there?
Yeah, tough game indeed. Ongos having fresh legs. Of course, we knew they were going to come at us. They did exactly that, and I think we were caught napping, especially in defense. The goalkeeper, schoolboys errors there in the first half, we concede. So it always becomes tough when you concede, especially silly goals like those ones. And then the second goal you saw just a cross, own goal again. Silly mistake again. So we were under pressure on the back foot with a fresh team. Of course, we tried our best. We came back into the match. Kwesi got us back into the game. Second half, again, unnecessary foul by Lungu there. Another free kick. Defense caught napping again. Free header. Ball back in front of the goals. Caught napping again. We could not pick up the second ball. Third goal. So we had to come back. We tried all our best. You saw a lot of penalty shoutouts. Much to be said about the referee, but of course not our space. Yeah, a tough one to take, but it is what it is.
Yeah, so just in 10 seconds, how do you motivate the boys to just keep focus again for the next game and for the rest of the season?
Yeah, of course, it's a game of football, and if one game can take you out for the whole season, then you are not meant to be here.
Yeah.
So we need to take ourselves off and look up to the next game, because at the end of the day, it was just the third game of the season, I think. So a lot to play for the season. So the boys must just cheer up and dust off and forget about Ongos game and focus on to the next one.
Yep. Well, all the best, Captain. You have a very hard work ahead of you, so all the best with that.
Sure,
Thank
thanks.
you very much. I'll be joined now by the head coach of African Stars, Coach Kofi. Not the results that you wanted.
Yeah, not at all.
So, what did not work today?
Yes, I think I watched this team play their last match, and I realized that they did a lot of wing play. Yes, they did a lot of wing play. So we worked on that at training. I orientated my boys a lot regarding how to defend, defend those, situations and all that. Unfortunately, when we came at the early stage of the game, we lost concentration and we considered, from a dead ball situation. Corner kick from here. I think the goalkeeper made a mistake. He was caught ball watching. Instead of coming to parry the ball or something, he stood there and then the ball was put in the net. Then another one from the right. I think another corner. It was an attack from the flank, and then one of our centre backs, specifically Emilio, turned his back to the opponent. So we didn't. And then instead of he communicating with the goalkeeper, he decided to chase the ball to him. And then the keeper didn't know he was going to do so, and it entered the net. So you see another mistake. So we had to fight back to try to equalize. Indeed, we had a goal in the first half, and when we went into the dressing room, I drew their attention to the opponent's strengths and weaknesses as well as ours. So we came back with the intention of trying to equalize quickly and even beat them. Unfortunately, there was another mistake by the goalkeeper. He gave the ball away, and then it resulted in a corner kick. And when the ball entered, they were caught ball watching again. He and the defenders in the box, didn't mark tight, and there was a free header, and we considered again. So it put us under a lot of pressure. So I would say, in fact, today it was a bad day at the office. But that notwithstanding, I think the referees also didn't help us because they were not fair to us at all, as in their decision making.
Last question, Coach. Do you think that maybe there is something that you need to do with the lineup, seeing that we played last night and Ongos was quite fresh?
Yes, it's another factor. But as the saying goes, you don't change a winning team. Our boys are not actually. They didn't show any tightness. We at the second we probed, we did a lot of things in order, but we just had a bad day with a lot of mistakes, individual mistakes. Even you can see some of the key players didn't live up to it. They didn't come to the party. We had to substitute. We were two for the first time. Yes, and even some of the players didn't. We were making a lot of mistakes. Maybe it was because of the pressure, because we considered and we were down. So they were in a hurry to come back, and that made them we made a lot of mistakes as a result. Let me say so. Yeah.
Well, Coach, I wish you all the best for the remainder of the season. It's definitely not nice to win at the beginning, but also good to see what are your strengths and weaknesses. But all the best, Coach.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's a wake-up call. We'll bounce back strongly going forward. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Well, there we have it. This was a good game by Ongos FC. They held African Stars on their toes and they won 3-2 for Ongos FC here at Hage Geingob Stadium. Until next time, this is your host, Venji Honga Kasheimo. #Okatherandu.
And we are back in studio. Thank you, Venji. That was Venji on the pitch with the soccer players, two of the soccer players and two of the captains of the two teams. Now we are at full circle, 90 minutes, African Stars versus Ongos FC. And I mean, Emmanuel and I are sitting here in studio today after a very, very spicy and shocking turn of events. We are about to talk about exactly what happened. I mean, we clearly predicted differently, although your predictions were a bit more on spot than my own. How do you feel about how the turnout of the game went?
Well, I predicted a 2-2 draw, and Haikali actually messed up my prediction by winning the game for Ongos FC. But perhaps we could see Stars actually coming back from 3-1. So it wasn't like it was 2-2 and then Ongos FC scored the winning goal.
Right.
Ongos FC won this game. We just talked about it before we started now, that they took every opportunity that they could muster.
100%.
They scored from 2 set pieces. And of course, unfortunately, Emilio Martin had their own goal. But Ongos FC scored from 2 set pieces. It's something that Coach Kofi would have to look at and say, okay, what is really the issue when the ball is coming into the box from set pieces, a corner and a free kick? Interesting moments in this game. So many fouls, so many medical teams coming onto the pitch. There was a big collision between Simon and Desiru. Wow, That was a very, very interesting game for the neutrals. But for the Red Army, really one swallow the blade, as they say.
I mean, it's well, there are so many different things, or so many different. I mean, apart from the own goal that we did encounter, as the red team, we obviously also, trying to come back after being in 3-1 as a position. And I mean, we did. I mean, Kikwezi did come through for us, and the boys really did try and get the game back. But I mean, like I said, Ongos FC really did make sure that they weren't going to allow any opportunities with African Stars, and I mean, even that experience with the rebuttal we saw, where they almost had our team almost had a header in, and Ongos refuted it, and just all that kind of play. With Ongos FC, I also think is what really helped them take this win home.
Yep.
I mean, if you take away the own goal from our team, you could then technically say it was a 2-2 draw. But I do want to give, I mean, Ongos FC their credit where it's due. They did take advantage of every opportunity that they had. But I mean, that is what happened today. We are going to be back with
Yes.
more matches. We haven't given up. The league has just started. We can still redeem ourselves. But thank you so much for joining us here today at the Hag King Cup Stadium. My name is Penny Helu. I am your host, and this is Emmanuel Nkara, our lead commentator. We will see you again next match. Have a good night.
Cheers.
High Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 061307778 or visit our website at www.hay.com.
Yeah. Yeah.